started yet? Or are you doing a cooking video as well?
Oh, we can just be a minute. In case, you know.
Just in case.
Well, I was just thinking, you haven't said anything funny for about 2 months, so something's due.
Well, I haven't.
Hey?
I haven't tried to though.
Move you to the lunch position.
Ah, yes, the lunch position.
Well, actually, it's a live stream position.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, I was thinking of getting one of those signs made up for Windy Bottom.
Was it?
Yeah. This cottage is not to be is not to be used for cottaging in the bum sex. But then I thought that actually that might put unacceptable constraints on my own activities.
Well, yeah, it would do.
Because
You'd have to change all of your habits, wouldn't you?
well, I'd have to change one of them, and it's one of my favourite habits.
What, bum sex?
Yes.
Oh, right, hang on, yeah. Not the same one I'm thinking of.
Well, not the same bum, no.
No. I should take a picture of this for my lunch video.
Feel free.
That's my lunch video. Curry and bread and out of date rice.
It's not out of date.
You said it was.
Yes, I was joking.
You're always joking. And then
Look, you're putting a hair in your curry.
Huh?
One of your phone hairs has just gone into your curry.
Phone hairs.
Yeah. You've got a hairy phone. Here, you can try some sekuwa.
Which bit should I try? That's nice.
But be very, very careful because you will die. Shouldn't be the live now. The live stream position needs to be slightly tweaked. But the lunch position, there we go.
Well, hello and welcome to this live stream. This is a live stream, but in fact a lunch video with Mustard and Boaty Do Lunch.
We're doing lunch. Try a bit of the chicken.
Oh,
That's right.
it's good.
You'll die within 10 minutes. Oh, a major update from Beards and Bangers
Oh, yeah?
about his 260. That's exciting, isn't it?
We got a different lunch, but I got staff curry.
And I have sekuwa with naan.
Sekuwa. Well, that's jolly nice.
Seriously,
Yeah, why?
I didn't know if you'd like it.
Why wouldn't I like it?
I don't know.
You don't make bad food, do you?
Not often. But I do eat McDonald's.
Yeah.
Actually, if we stopped at Strensham on the M5, they've got quite a good food court there. You can buy noodles and curry and all sorts.
Right, yeah.
It's terrifyingly expensive.
Yeah, no. That's where McDonald's have got it right though, isn't it? Because it's the same price.
But it is my turn, so you wouldn't need to worry about that.
Yeah, but I would worry about it.
Would you?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I wouldn't.
What, when you... You wouldn't be in the slightest bit concerned.
No. In fact, I'd hug myself with glee that it was your turn and you had to pay for the really expensive one.
I don't believe you.
Honestly, I'm not as nice as people think.
Yeah, but you're as nice as I think you are. Which, admittedly, isn't nice. What are your limits?
No, I'd go for the really expensive option without a second thought. That was the first time Madam fell out with me.
What, for doing that?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, well, I didn't. That's the thing, I didn't. But she thinks I did. We were just having a general conversation on one of our many long journeys. And they were over 75. And she asked me if I preferred McDonald's or Burger King, or I asked her, and then she asked me the same thing. And I said, if I'm paying McDonald's, if somebody else is paying, I prefer Burger King. And we were going to pick up Shison, that was it. And then we stopped at the services for lunch. I said, oh, we'll stop at this services, there's a Burger King. And said, I'm not paying, you're stopping at this services on purpose because there's a Burger King because I'm paying for lunch. And that is very disrespectful. And she literally made me pay for lunch.
That is that is sticking with your principles, isn't it? Of both parties. Did you find yourself regretting admitting that particular thing?
What annoyed me was at this point we're in North Yorkshire to go and pick up her car. And she's thrown her toys out of the pram because I'm having a Burger King that costs £7 instead of a McDonald's that costs £5. But I put £60 of fuel in to get us there and back, and she didn't offer a penny towards it. And it's a her trip, not a me trip.
Yeah.
Same as all the times we had to go to South Wales. Never put a penny in. And then came back to our cottage, where she didn't pay a penny towards the rent or the bills or anything. And then fell out with me because my lunch was £2 too expensive.
It does sound like a joke, that.
So now, and then to make it even worse, we've fallen out, right? Properly fallen out. And the next morning she expected sex.
Terrible. Did you get it? Was it one of those things you didn't really have much choice about?
She didn't get it that day, so I said, no, we're falling out. You want to be all funny with me, don't expect any of the good stuff. And then the next morning was the first time she woke up early and helped herself before I woke up. She wasn't taking the chance of... She didn't like going a day without. So, yeah, there were no chances after that. And that was the beginning of the end of the relationship. That was the...
Triggered by £2.
That was the beginning of the helping yourself. Just help yourself to... Yeah, I mean, it's a violation.
Well, technically, yes, it is. But very few men would mind that violation. If he was 20 years younger, he would have been alright with it.
True. If I'd have been 20 years younger, I'd have been initiating it.
Well, yeah. And you wouldn't be guessing it.
See, now there's an interesting thing, right?
This is excellent, this, by the way.
Oh, I'm
Really
glad,
like
I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's an interesting thing. So, we know that the fact that you're married doesn't mean you can't be accused of rape.
Yeah.
And that if you have sex with a woman while she's asleep, that is technically, that's non-consensual sex, and therefore rape. Now, when a woman has sex with a Boaty, when he's asleep, right, could they claim, if I issued suit against them, could they claim that the fact that my penis was erect was deemed as consent?
Well, you'd have fun in court explaining it, wouldn't you? Imagine if all the jurors were all sort of young people who got aroused by it as well.
So I think the time of day would come into it. At 3 a.m, you could probably claim that it did constitute consent. But at 7 a.m. or 8 a.m, I would argue that it's not implied consent, because it would be poking its little head up naturally at that time of morning.
Yeah.
And it was double violation. Mike Tyson got done for 3 rapes, because he was done for penetrative rape, digital rape, and oral rape.
Digital?
Fingers.
Oh, right.
Digit.
Yeah.
So, you know, she was dicing with the law there, because she could have been done for 2.
But honestly, though, wouldn't you prefer to be raped by her than Mike Tyson?
Oh, definitely. I really wouldn't enjoy being raped by Mike Tyson. If you could be raped by any boxer, which one would you choose?
Oh, might as well go for the dog.
The dog? Which one's that?
The boxer dog.
Oh, I'm going to go for Ebony Bridges,
Ebony Bridges.
the blonde bomber.
I don't know who it is.
She's an Australian world champion boxer who also does OnlyFans and shows off her body parts.
Right.
It's interesting that with all of the beautiful female boxers that are so high profile at the moment, you opted for a dog.
It didn't occur to me that there might be some very attractive female boxers.
Just shows where your mind's at.
Well, yeah.
Oh, I could have sex with anybody I want.
It's not
I'll go
anyone.
for a dog.
Well, maybe it was how you presented the question.
No. It's just where your mind's at. Mention sex, you automatically think, oh great, a dog. Cracking. Take me to Battersea Dog's Home and it'll be like a little slice of heaven for me. I'll start with that poodle, please. Put the podring harness on.
We should buy one of those. It's just so you're going into pets at home. So your podring harnesses here.
We should launch one. Captain Mustard's podring harness. Don't have a dog. Don't worry, we have a special version for your wife. Look, and then we could do a special advert. Happy birthday, darling. Oh, I wonder what it could be. Oh, yes, it's a Captain Mustard pottering harness. I'll have a shower and I'll get it straight on. With a picture of you on it. So that when she presents her rear, there's a little pop-up picture of your head that pops up and says, "Go on, son. Engage when ready." Oh dear.
I was thinking more along the lines of like a nice tweedy middle-aged lady sort of walking through the woods with a dog and a doggy poop bags and a pottering harness in case the moment takes. There's nothing more dirty than the middle-aged lady. Was I going to finish before me today?
I'm quicker when it's my own food.
Right.
We found this last time, didn't we?
Mm. Oh, yeah.
And sekuwa and naan is one of the best things ever. Although my Nepalese family would look askance upon me for eating it with a knife and fork.
What should you eat it with?
Hands.
All right.
They eat everything with their hands. They would eat that. They eat that with their hands.
Are the fingers stained?
Mm-hmm.
Yellow. So they look like the heavy smokers.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But of course, they eat with one hand and wipe their bottoms with the other hand. Not at the same time.
No.
So if you don't want to commit bad social etiquette, just look at their hands, and the yellow hand is the one that you eat with, and the brown one is the one that you Oh dear.
Well, I suppose the thing about hands is that they can be washed multiple times. They don't really wear out, do they?
Of course, they say, I mean, their food is beautiful and delicate and intricate.
Mm.
And they say that if you introduce metal cutlery, it taints the food. And that the food never tastes the same when you eat it with cutlery as it does when you eat it with your hand.
Well, then having it in a metal dish as well wouldn't help with it.
They don't have it in a metal dish.
Right.
That's the karai, that's a UK thing.
Right. That's a Brummy curry, that is.
It is, but technically that is a karai. That bowl.
Yeah. No, I mean I meant the pronunciation.
Oh, sorry, I see.
Just like you being
Could
called Bertie in Yorkshire.
And a Boaty is what you have your water in when you're washing your car.
Was it?
That's what a Boaty really is, yeah. Boaty is the Hindi word for bucket.
Right. It's also a small dish, isn't it?
Mm. A handi is a smaller round dish, metal, used for no handles, and that's used for rice or biryani.
Right. Carn roti.
How much?
Carn roti.
Thank you.
Wellick Lane. The one curry place just kind of didn't make it to Milkston Road. Ended up being half a mile down the road near Iceland. They call them handies there. I've not been there for ages, but they're a really good curry. Basically, again, it's a staff curry. That's all they do. You go somewhere like that, and all they've got is curry chapati. That's it. Sometimes they'll have some biryani as well, covered up with cling film. But the rest of the time, it's just, no, curry. They don't even give it a name.
That's all you need. That's all you need in life. Oh, and Momo. Our Australian friend, Ivor Spotty Butty,
Yeah.
went and tried Momo
Yeah.
the other day.
In Australia.
Mm. And I intend to bring Momo to the masses this year. Wherever I go, have Momo will travel. Christ, that's hard.
Yeah, it does appear to me. There was a guy in Istanbul the other week, seeing there all the time. He looks like a boxer or something. He's always got like a gold chain on. He's a really friendly bloke, but he was eating this curry and it's absolutely dripping off him. And he said something like, "Look at the state of me." And they don't even do him that hot there.
Not everybody's used to spice. What makes me laugh is when the younger generation of Nepali eat the food that the older generation make and they get their heads blown up.
Right.
I took the piss out of Divas a few months ago. He's the crickling prodigy from my Great Wiper Debate video. And he's a big, handsome young man, born in Nepal. And there was a leftover madras from a collection order that didn't collect. He said, "Oh, I'll have that for my meal." It almost killed him. He couldn't cope with a madras. Oh, you managed to eat still.
Well, I was hungry.
Oh, you said you were. And you earned it. Mustard very kindly came to help me with my slightly compromised ZT, which is more slightly compromised than we feared.
Mm.
Oh,
Too spicy for you.
I'm getting the in-mouth sharp tingle.
Well,
And the post-spice burp.
that was fantastic. I really enjoyed that.
Did you really enjoy it?
Yeah.
As good as Istanbul?
Mm.
Oh,
Different from it, obviously.
yeah. Would you order it again?
Yeah.
Oh,
If they had that for sale down there, I'd have it.
if what?
If they had that for sale down there, I'd definitely have it.
That's why I never have curry when I go there, because I'm eating that every day, and it would just be like the same, but probably a little bit different, and I probably wouldn't enjoy it as much.
Mm.
Their curry looks a bit oily to me. Looks like Indian curry.
Well, curry generally is a bit oily, isn't it?
Ours isn't.
There's a bit of oil in there. Looks like it. Oh. I filled me up more than I was expecting as well.
Chicken juice.
Chicken juice, yeah.
We don't cook it with our, and we don't use ghee in anything. We haven't got ghee on the premises.
Richard Gere.
I can show you. Oh no, I can't. I deleted it. I've got a generic recipe for staff curry.
Mm.
It's a butchered chicken, a whole butchered chicken, and it's just tomatoes, green chilies, herbs, spices, and a lot of water.
Yeah, it's the chicken where the oil is coming from.
Yeah.
You can see it. You can see it on there, but it's. I mean,
It hasn't got that layer of ghee floating on it that Indian curries have.
well, actually, it's. From what I believe, if it's ghee, it's not too bad. It's just vegetable oils, the really nasty one.
Is it? Oh, I didn't realise that.
Yeah, olive oil's fine. Animal fat, fine. Vegetable oil, no.
I haven't got vegetable oil in the house.
No, well, it's not.
I've got loads of olive oils.
You look like you just come out of the shower.
It's good. It's cleansing. It's a very cleansing experience. It's like having colonic irrigation.
I've never had one of those.
I don't just eat this food. It's the same thing. Ugh.
Are you saying it gives you the shits?
No, I'm kidding. If you don't want to get the Barcelona squitty quits, use green chilies. Red chilies give you the squits.
Do they? Why?
I don't know. They just do.
Oh, I thought perhaps you had some information to offer then.
No,
That's a pity. I'd like to know that.
they just.
If somebody tells me that one thing does one thing and another does another, the natural thing to do is to ask why, isn't it?
You'd have to ask God or the FSM.
You don't know.
Hmm?
He's not in charge of chilies, is he?
He's in charge of everything.
He can't be.
Of course he is.
He's not in charge of his own penis.
He hasn't got penis.
I thought man was made in the image of God.
Oh, yeah. Only if you believe the Bible.
Ah, right. So what is he then? What kind of entity is he?
Well, I've shown you the picture.
Did you? With the noodly appendage.
Yeah. The noodly appendages. I'll remind you.
So, in other words, he looks like Mr. Tickle.
No. No, you're disrespectful.
I'm not being disrespectful. Roger Hargreaves is one of my favourites.
Oh, there you are. There's an actual.
Oh.
It's not a photograph, but it's a
Yeah.
painting.
Right.
You
So-
can see his little tinkle.
Yeah, you can. So it looks a bit like a. Well,
Not it. Thank you.
what?
He
Oh right. He looks. Yeah, because are those testicles or
with a capital H.
meatballs?
Well, they are just part of the FSM.
Right.
It's not for the likes of you to start questioning his makeup.
Well, who made him? Where did he come from?
He he is the creator, so he created himself,
Right.
and he created all things. He's not particularly proud of this universe.
No. No. This universe.
Yeah,
The universe has got an awful lot to.
it's not his best work. He created this universe. He actually vomited into creation after a heavy night on the sauce. No, he did. That's how it came about.
Oh.
That's why it's all a bit pants.
Well, we only know a bit of our universe. There's an awful lot of it that we haven't seen.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's quite a big thing, you know.
Yeah, so I understand.
Mm.
There's lots of it I haven't seen.
Well,
I've never been to Scunthorpe.
no, and that's perfectly within reach as well. What about all the stuff that isn't within reach?
What, like Hartlepool?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think he's quite a handsome fellow in one way or another.
Oh, he's very handsome.
No, him.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
A little too naked for my taste.
All right. Okay. So, what
quite muscular.
what man would you go gay for?
Like fully gay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like proper gay.
A very old, very small, very rich, very weak man.
Ah, right. Oh, I see.
The kind of man who, if push came to shove, would want to be Martha rather than Arthur.
Right.
But also the kind of man who probably wasn't up to being,
Podgy.
yeah.
But it probably wouldn't work that way round. But no, it is your choice. So yeah, basically, he likes the idea of it. And
How much money would you want to podger a man's bottom?
well, again, it's down to which one, isn't it? And how.
Would it make any difference?
Well, yeah, because if it was, if it's one that's had a lot of use, it'd be easier to use.
Would you want that though? I mean, that's the opposite of what you want in a lady. I mean, nobody wants the wizard sleeve.
Well,
I mean, what about if it was? I mean, if it was just a bottom
yeah,
in a anal pottering cage,
right.
and all you could see was the section of bottom that you were aiming at, then technically you wouldn't know whether that was a male or female bottom, would you?
No, if it was removed of hair, then you wouldn't know, would you know?
I don't know.
Unless it was stubbly.
Have you never seen a lady's hairy bottom?
I've never had one with a hairy bottom. No.
Oh, you look at it, plucked for you.
Right. So have you a hairy arse?
Oh, then it's natural to have a few hairs around there.
Mind you, like the dark-haired ones, don't you?
Oh,
So you can see them a bit better.
oh.
And you like them with probably more beard hair than you can manage. This is why everybody thinks you might just be a bit on the turn.
Nobody thinks I'm a bit. They think you're on the turn, not me.
Why would they think that about me?
But, somebody said so last night.
Did they?
Yeah, Skick said, seriously now,
Oh.
do you reckon that Mustard's got a bit of a man crush on you?
On you?
Eh?
On you?
Yeah. They all reckon, they reckon that you're the one on the turn.
Right.
You're the one always going on about it and decided that we're married.
Yeah, but we all know the more gay you act, the more heterosexual you actually are.
Right, okay, so you're telling me that Christopher Biggins is a female shagging machine?
He may well be. Is Christopher Biggins still about?
Yeah. Specifically, he's about 70.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Is that the end of the lunch video?
Possibly, but let's, just in case, let's move it to the post-lunch relaxation area.
Yeah, which is the other side of the kitchen.
In case you say something funny again. Oh, your beer's in the way now.
Oh yeah, I've got some beer from
Say it right.
underscore. That was real. He's a very clever man, Boaty, but farting makes him giggle.
When it's your own, yeah?
Why though?
I find yours offensive.
Why?
You take too much pleasure in them.
I don't laugh at them.
No, that's... yeah, exactly.
Right.
You don't laugh. You're not ashamed. You take pride. And you adopt positions that suggest that you want to be scored out of 10 for artistic merit.
Oh, you mean that?
Yeah.
Like that? Yeah. Hello.
Oh, let's have a check-in on our. It's been too long. I get the collie wobbles if I don't check my doings. Somebody posted and boasted as well. Oh, right.
Well, I reckon I'm ready to do one as well now. Huh?
What am I watching here?
Why are you watching?
I don't know. Some Pingu put this on my timeline, and it's just a helicopter.
Do you like helicopters? It's yellow.
I don't particularly like helicopters.
What?
I had a bad experience in one. I was going out with a helicopter pilot.
Man or male or female?
Female, you cunt. And we were at a show, and Noel Edmonds was like the guest star.
Oh gosh, say no more.
And he tried to nick her.
Oh, even worse.
Well, he did nick her. He took her up in his chopper.
Right.
But then slapped it on her, and I didn't like that.
Slapped it on her?
Yeah, you know, asked her out, that sort of thing.
Ah, right.
It's happened to me twice in my life when a celebrity has tried to nick my woman.
Right.
And that was one of them.
But yeah, what was the other one then?
Nigel Mansell.
Wow. Are you sure it wasn't just a moustache speaking?
No, Nigel Mansell.
And which one was you most offended by?
Noel Edmonds. Because, I mean, that's just an insult. You know, Nigel Mansell, amazing driver.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a fan.
Right.
So I don't mind the idea that he thought that he could nick my woman.
Right. But Noel Edmonds.
But Noel Edmonds,
yeah.
Noel Tidy Beard. I mean, that's just a fucking insult, isn't it?
Noel Tidy Beard. I've just had some pings from my pocket, so I'm going to check to see if it's someone who's watching this. And it isn't.
They can't be watching it, it's not live.
Yeah, but they'll watch it later on when you post it.
Yeah, but they couldn't be pinging you now, retrospectively, could they?
Yeah, but I'm not talking about things that make sense.
Oh, I see.
See
how my video's doing.
Well, there we go. There's a stop port. Just drives. No tax, no MOT. Cheap.
300 quid. Looks half clean. What's the description?
That's it.
Drives fine, not a problem, needs knee five. Oh, needs knee five. Great cut, man. £300 O&O.
Yeah. But why only one picture? Why would you just have one picture that, oh, actually it is a full picture, but it looks more like a stock picture, that, doesn't it?
It does.
Oh, except it has actually got a registration on it.
But is that the correct reg? Let's go into the reg checker.
Reg checker.
That'd be a good name for a 70s porn star.
It would actually, yeah. Reg There's a good game, thinking of porn star names.
Save it for the road trip.
Ah, right.
Okay, shout the reg.
T276BNM.
No,
No.
that's got MOT.
Ah. I can say, wait 1 second. What's the T? 276.
Tango 276 Bravo November.
Yeah.
Right.
How much MOT has it got?
White.
Oh,
25th of April.
not a lot of MOT, but it's still got some.
Unless it actually is that car and they don't realise it's MOT because it's got no paperwork. If they haven't got the V5, they're not going to have the MOT, are they?
No, but most people would do a check. Well, he does sell things, you see. He sells bikes and other cars.
That looks clean.
He does actually, yeah.
Let's... T276BNM.
Underscore. Thank you for the beer.
T276
Yeah.
BNM.
Gotcha.
211 SE 8 valve 99 on the S. 15 seconds.
Yeah,
not
that
60.
is. Oh dear.
Fuck you know.
That is slow.
96 top whack. Had rot there. That's a cheap car. Should we buy it?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know how to drive a car without a V5?
Do you know how to drive a car without a V5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well done. That's a skill.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like changing gear with that clutch.
Why? It's funny hearing your fridge there like that because it you can hear that really rather well on your live streams.
Thank you. That's the quality of the iPhone 6.
Yeah, and your fridge. Yeah, there's something else as well because it always sounds to me a bit like crickets.
Right.
Yeah.
Which song?
Yeah. No, not that kind of crickets. The
Not Buddy Holly's backing
no,
band.
no.
Okay.
But the kind of crickets you have in the background audio in a horror film.
Right.
There's a point. Is your ghost awake during the daytime?
They can be.
Yeah. Because the followed me upstairs.
Did you sense anything, or hear anything, or see anything?
Could just hear someone walking behind me.
See, you're joking, but stay here tonight and you will.
Yep. I know. The lonely little platy. You got a real plant in there, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
All of my tanks only have real stuff in them.
Yeah.
Don't have anything artificial. There's some beautiful snails in there.
I can't say as I'm a fan of snails,
Oh, the black and yellow elephant snails are gorgeous.
but I do like the catfish.
Now there should be two of those little orange chaps, but one has disappeared
All right.
because you're dead and eaten.
Eaten.
They eat each other when they're dead.
All right.
Welcome to the top, mate. I'll put food there for you.
Ah, right, that's what the little holes there for. Oh, they're interesting.
Catfish pellets. He's just bumped him on the head and he's, oh, food! I'll have some of that.
Open up.
Yeah. Another one's just bumped him on the head. I miss my frogs. All of my frogs have gone there.
Are they?
I had 6 frogs in there.
Right.
Dwarf African Congos, and they're hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. They're all born blind and they behave like Scousers on holiday in the Torremolinos hotel pool. They're just freaking, how they've survived. You know, it makes you doubt evolution because they're blind and stupid. How have they managed to survive?
By being somewhere that tolerates such a thing, I guess.
Well, one of them didn't survive. Stupid thing managed to jump out of the tank.
Oh.
I found him all dehydrated on the floor. He looked like a glove that had been driven over. Speaking of which, I sold a pair of gloves this morning.
Did you?
Yeah. I'm very happy about that.
Why? Because they're expensive.
Well, because there's money coming in.
Right.
And it signals the start of the season when I start selling gloves again.
Oh, right, yeah.
And if I can sell 10 pairs of gloves a week, you know, 120 quid, isn't it?
That means they're £12 each.
£12 and 12p.
Oh, right.
But not £12 each. £12 for a pair.
Oh,
A
gosh.
pair.
So £6 and 6 pence each.
Yeah, except who would buy one single glove now that Michael Jackson's dead?
Yeah, well, a strange fashion, that wasn't it? Have you ever found purpose for just wearing one glove? Because I have. Oh, shit.
Does it involve masturbation?
No, it involves wanting to use your phone but having your other hand quite dirty.
You can get gloves that you can use on your phone.
Right.
The guys at work often have one glove.
Yeah, so that's because you're doing...
When they're mixing meat into the marinade and stuff like that, they put a single glove on and
Right.
use one hand.
Alright.
Now, what I've never asked them or noticed, do they use their bum wiping hand or their eating hand?
That is a good
It
question.
is a good question.
Right.
Maybe that's why they put the glove on, because it's their bum wiping hand.
Maybe.
And did they put the glove on when they wipe their bums?
Maybe. Why don't you just ask them? It's the easiest way.
I will do. I'll ask them tonight. And I'll text you as soon as they tell me.
Okay. 3:30.
Gosh.
That's gone by quickly, isn't it?
Yes.
Probably time for me to go and for you to get thinking about getting ready to go, isn't it?
Oh yeah, because you want to miss the rush hour, don't you?
No, not really. Oh, I see. I thought you were being sarcastic.
No, I mean when you hit the 67,
Yeah.
because that cut-through road is still closed,
Right.
so you can't cut through. You can't cut through and go by Tesco.
Right, I see.
You've got to go to the main traffic lights in the middle of Glossop because that side road is closed.
Mm.
So you can't cut through and you're going to get cut. And if you get caught in rush hour traffic there, you'll be sitting there for an hour.
Right. Rush hour traffic's not too far off then, is it? In fact, it was about an hour off. Right, I'll Shall we,
Oh, that's nice. I always thought Tom was continually confused when this first aired on TV, but watching it back is really self-assured. Lol. I'm really enjoying this. Thank you.
Ah,
See? My door in public.
a comment.
Yes, and
Thank you very much for the food.
thank you very much for the help.
Thank you very much for the.
Invaluable.
So that's
And thank you very much for the Aintree iron. Thank you very much for the Aintree iron.
Aintree iron.
Iron.
What's that?
Right. Have you ever heard of Paul McCartney?
Yep.
Have you ever heard of Paul McCartney's brother?
No.
He's in a pop group.
Is it?
Or he was.
Right.
With Roger McGough.
Right.
Name the group.
I've never heard of it. I'm going to struggle with that.
The Scaffold.
Ah, right. Okay.
Name one of their songs.
The Aintree Iron.
No.
The Beatles are shite.
Lily the Pink. Ever heard of that?
Oh, yeah.
We'll drink a drink a drink till it... That was the Scaffold.
Right.
And one of their other big hit was Thank You Very Much. Thank you very much for the birds and bees. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much.
Yeah, I know
Thank you
that
very
song.
much for the family circle. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very much for the Aintree iron.
Right, okay. Well, yeah, got there in the end. It was a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tortuous.
Tortuous,
A tortuous route.
Yeah. But you started the bloody route. You could have just left it alone.
It's not my fault that you haven't got a sat nav.
Right, I'm going. So, anyway, thank you for watching for Mustard and Boaty.
Oh yes, and do join in the next time that Mustard and Boaty do lunch.
Waste of time.